Wait, I hear just got pain, make it rain, energy. Yes! Baby, I ain't want nothing, y'all. I've been over here. I had a little cocktail, and Bravo is too shady for this Candy versus Todd Halves list, honey. Girl, Candy mad at MarLOW. Girl, she needs to be mad at the producers. Ooh, girl, I swear to God, I didn't want nothing, y'all. I just was feeling to look good. Oh, I'm feeling to look good. And so I wanted to come and just do a quick, just an impromptu look, go live for a little bit and talk about the kids. Girl, I was gonna call it a night. I can't even talk. You see, that's the alcohol. This is exactly why I don't drink until after I'm almost done with hot topics. Um, oh, Heavenly Live. I saw Candy and Tiny. I saw a clip of it. It sounds like it's cute. Okay, girl, what's up? You catching a live? Baby, I saw Candy. I saw Candy had that shirt. Let me tell you something. One thing about it, two things for sure. It don't make no sense. Like in real life, like I get that Sheree wants to come out with like a fashion line, I guess. Candy already selling shirts that fast. Quiet as it's kept, girl. I'm gonna go ahead and toot my horn, girl. I pretty much got a collection. I pretty much got a collection. Quiet as it's kept. Check it out. www.rodneythavoice.com. Hell, I done came out with my summer collection before she by Sheree. Okay, okay, huh? So I'm trying to understand how I came out with my summer collection. Candy done came out with her a t-shirt less than 24 hours after the episode premiered, and we still waiting on She by Sheree. Sheree ought to be ashamed of herself. She ought to be ashamed of herself. Hmm. I heard Candy's new song. It's cute. Well, I didn't hear the full song. I heard a clip of the song. From what I heard, it says "Bitch, I'm worldwide," and it's a cute little design too. Girl, a mess. So let's talk about it, right? Sheree, I mean not Sheree, Kanzi and MarLOW. Let me get my thoughts together. I'm gonna stop drinking too. Mm. It's a little, it's a little brown. It's a little Crown Raw. Just a little Crown Raw. MarLOW and Candy. Can I say something? Can I say something? Okay. So MarLOW is a mess. And this is the thing, right? I would not have a problem with the stuff that MarLOW was saying if she was saying it to someone who she didn't claim was her friend, was someone that she loved. You know, that's the problem with MarLOW for me. It's not what she's saying. What she's saying really don't really bother me. It doesn't. Oh, I bit my tongue. What she's saying, it really doesn't bother me. It's because she says what she says to people who are her friends. Like, if MarLOW told me, bitch, I don't fuck with Kenya, I don't fuck with Kandi, I don't fuck with Todd, then I would be all here for it. Because like I said, girl, when the girls are tussling, girl, when you going back and forth with somebody, bitch, it is what it is. And you going to say what you want to say, and I'm going to say what I want to say. So it's not necessarily what she's saying, it's what she's saying and who she's saying it to. Just like last night when she said everything that she said about Todd, which I laughed at. But then she turned around and told Todd that she loves him. And she fucked with him more than anybody at the table. And I'm like, MarLOW, how the fuck does that go? I could wrap my head around if she said, I don't fuck with Todd or Kandi. And both of their asses can get it. If she said that, then I can say, okay, MarLOW don't fuck with them and they don't fuck with MarLOW. So MarLOW gonna say what the fuck she want to say to them and they gonna say what the fuck they want to say to MarLOW. But MarLOW will say all of what she said and then say, I love you, Todd. I got love for you. I fuck with you the most out of everybody at the table. But you pretty much just called this man a whole bomb 5 minutes earlier. Like, that's why it's hard for me to grasp what MarLOW does. Because it's like, if these are your friends that you claim and these are the people that you love, then girl, how do you talk to them so rough? Because bitch, you only got one time to talk to me rough. Especially on TV. Especially on TV. You think you're about to talk to me crazy down to the Bravo? And then turn around and say that you like me? Or that we're friends? Or that you love me? Girl, you can go jump off a cliff. I think MarLOW needs to be in therapy. I do. Because MarLOW clearly has... And this is the thing, right? Let me say this. And that's not a dig at therapy, because I think we all need to be in therapy, including my goddamn self, okay? But some need it more than others. And I think MarLOW could skip some of us in line. Girl, you go. Because you need it bad. Like, for example, like, MarLOW, the things that she says, it's just fucked up. It's fucked up again because you say that these people are your friends and that you got love for these people, but then you say some of the girl, she is in therapy. Ooh, girl. Then she says some of the most fucked up shit. Again, baby, I was giggling and laughing at the shit she was saying, right? But if I was Kandi, I would have flipped that table over, quiet as it's kept. I would have flipped that table over. And you know, MarLOW is not the most articulate, right? So I don't know how MarLOW is going to explain what she did and why she did what she did this season. We already know MarLOW can't talk. I don't know how she's going to explain. When they get to that reunion and they start asking her these questions, whatever she explains or however she says it, it ain't going to make no fucking sense to nobody. Because nobody is going to understand why you came so hard for Kenya and Kandi this season when they ain't did shit to you. She's not going to be able to explain it. That's why I said if she really wanted to try to have some beef with somebody, she really could have had some beef with Kandi. When Kandi went and told Kenya, "What's up, Morgan?" When Kandi went and told Kenya, about MarLOW kicking her nephews out. That's where she really could have had some beef. Because quiet as it's kept, Kandi didn't have no business going back and telling Kenya what MarLOW told her, especially knowing that MarLOW and Kenya, MarLOW got beef with Kenya. Especially knowing that MarLOW and Kenya really ain't friends right now. And you see the first thing Kenya did when, girl, she got a chance, bitch, she threw that same information, boop, and bitch hit MarLOW right here. And MarLOW was all in the room crying. And all Kenya said was basically what MarLOW did. And that was enough for MarLOW to lose her fucking marbles. What's up, Nicole? MarLOW goes too low with her friends. And I'm going to say something. I hope y'all understand what I'm about to say. The stuff that MarLOW says is bad because it's her friends. But when you really think about it, it's really just, besides the stuff that they claim that she was saying about Brooklyn and that driveway, is there really a difference between like an insult and a read? It's a fine line. Because quiet as it's kept, as much as people may not want to admit it, Phaedra used Kenya's fertility journey against her. And to this day, people live for that. People go up for it to this day. If that ain't an insult of insults and nasty and below the belt, then I don't know what is. So it's kind of like, I think that sometimes people do pick and choose when they want to take the high road and say what's an insult, what's, crossing the line. When quiet as it's kept, these bitches been crossing the line. But at least, and I hate to even take up for Phaedra, because Phaedra is not my girl. But at least I could say Phaedra and Kenya wasn't friends. You see what I'm saying? See, that's what MarLOW fucking up at. Because to me, the stuff that she's saying, it really ain't no different than what the other girl's been saying. Again, Phaedra used Kenya's fertility journey against her, and the whole world applauded. And don't act like I'm lying. The whole fucking world applauded. And I didn't hear nobody talking about, oh, that's below the belt, that's an insult. Girl, the girls went up for it. The girls and the boys went up for it. So I just think we're going to have to be consistent. And when we want to have these conversations about what's an insult, what's below the belt, what's crossing the line, right? But then again, like I also said, MarLOW and, not MarLOW, Kenya and Phaedra were not friends. So at least I could wrap my head around that. They didn't fuck with each other. They did not like each other. So at that point, it kind of was, it is what it is, bitch. You gonna say what you gonna say to me. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say to you, and it's gonna be done. MarLOW can't say that. Because MarLOW will straight up tell you, bitch, I love you. After I just drug you. Bitch, what the fuck? And MarLOW uses the things that she knows you hold probably near and dear to your heart. She uses that against you, right? Like she know, even though Kenya may put on a brave face and Kenya, hasn't broken down this whole season. She know how Kenya feel about that goddamn Mark Daly. She know it. She know it. That's why she always use it to push Kenya's buttons. Kenya hasn't broken this season, right? But she uses that to push Kenya's button. But then she'll turn around and want to give Kenya a hug in Blue Ridge. Bitch, what the fuck? As much shit as you done talked about this lady, now you want to give her a hug? MarLOW fucked up. That's that MarLOW, and I know I keep repeating myself. Did Todd spill the tea about MarLOW's Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Angie. Did Todd spill the tea about MarLOW's payola gate? No, I was hoping he was, though. Oh, that's probably what it is. The way MarLOW treats them is the way that she was treated by her family. That's probably what it is. That's probably what it is. Like a part of me actually kind of feel. I know some of y'all gonna roll y'all eyes, but a part of me kind of feels bad for MarLOW because I think that in MarLOW's head, MarLOW thinks that this is acceptable behavior. Like I think that that's what she's told herself. Probably because of her upbringing or lack of. You know what I'm saying? So I think in her head, she's told herself, this is okay. And it's like, MarLOW, this is not okay. Bitch, that's how you treat the hoes you don't fool with. When you don't fuck with a bitch, I guess you can say anything you want to say to them, right? Because we don't fuck with each other anyways. Because you don't treat people like that and then, swear up and down you have love for them. But it's actually kind of sad. It really is. Would you compare MarLOW to Heavenly? I could see why people could I could see how people could put them beside each other. I don't know if I would probably, but see, this is where my biases probably kick in too, because y'all know I like Heavenly. I could see why people will say that though. And that's the truth, right? But to be fair, all the women have went low. And that is the truth. That is the truth. Like I think the way that I feel like the way that the majority of people are acting, no tea, no shade, it's kind of like MarLOW is just this person who, and it's like, girl, if we really start pulling the footages, what MarLOW done said really ain't shit compared to a lot of what these bitches done said and did. Okay? Now MarLOW is nasty because she talks to the people who she says she loves that way. But when we start pulling the footages, what MarLOW be saying to Kandi, what MarLOW said to Kandi ain't shit compared to what these other bitches done said. Okay? Not to excuse what she's saying. That's not what I'm saying. Again, the problem that I have with MarLOW is not necessarily what she's saying. It's that she's saying it to someone who she says she cares about. But these bitches be going low. It's kind of like when people try to act like, in low key, it's kind of like when people try to act like Candace says all of this outlandish shit. Give an example. When Phaedra and Portia said that Kandi and Todd was going to rape Portia and take her to a sex dungeon, you can't get no lower than that. Hello? When Phaedra used Kenya's fertility journey against her at the reunion, bitch, that's low as fuck. Hello? Oh, it's examples out there. It's examples out there. Okay? When Ashley said that Ray's penis was shriveled up, when Ashley said that Monique was drunk and ran her ditch in a car, make no mistakes, I made no mistakes, and Monique knows it. But they swore up and down Candace saying your mama was the worst thing that they had ever heard in their life. When Karen straight up said at the reunion that she knew the shit she was telling Giselle at Wendy's house was a goddamn lie, and she said it anyways. The girls go low, and the girls lie too. Again, it's not about taking up for MarLOW, but what I'm saying is that, baby, the girls been going there. It didn't start with MarLOW. I also feel sorry for MarLOW because I feel she is sad and going through something and she doesn't know how to really articulate it. I can see that too. Thank you. When MarLOW talked about Kenya and Kenya's mama about, what did she say? That shit was low right there, and that happened what, 5-6 seasons ago? What kind of mom? Whatever she said to Kenya when they went glamping or whatever it was. Mm. They say somebody said Kenya be lying. A hoe from Hampton University. Karen literally sat at the reunion and said that when she told Giselle that what she said to Giselle, she knew that it was not the truth. That's what Karen said. Karen said that at the reunion. So Karen literally sat at a table with her friend and threw insults and shots, knowing that it was a lie, just to win an argument. Then got to the reunion and said, yeah, I didn't believe it. So you didn't believe it, but you still said it anyways. When Kenya pulled out Kim Phil's chair, that was too much. And y'all know I've been saying that. Like, the girls be crossing the line and the girls go low. Again, I'm not trying to excuse what MarLOW has done, but it did not start with MarLOW. It didn't. So again, I think that if we're gonna start pinning one to the cross, we're gonna have to pin all of them to the cross. And every time I look up Kandi, she got her fucking arm wrapped around Portia at some event in Atlanta. So if she can forgive Portia, and Portia could have had her and her man locked up in jail, then bitch, she can forgive MarLOW. Oh shit. Kenya has apologized too. Sheree shifted Kim wig. Okay. Portia done got into 3 physical altercations. She has thrown plates, baby, porcelain, across the room, has thrown Bravo equipment, and honey, people still champion for Portia to come back to the show. MarLOW, I guess this is the MarLOW. I guess this is the MarLOW review. I just wish MarLOW would have thought about what she was going to do when she got her peach. Because I really don't think MarLOW sat back. And see, that's the difference between her and my girl Kenya. Kenya, she might be a messy bitch, okay? But Kenya can explain why she did what she did. You may think that it was over the top and it crossed the line. But in Kenya's head, bitch, the reason why I brought the fucking cookie lady is because this bitch was fucking around with my wig. No, but for real. But for real, you know, it had got out that Tanya was really low-key fucking with Kenya because they had already, because Cynthia and Eva both said, I think it was Eva, had both said that Tanya and Kenya were already having conversations before even Kenya got back on the show about their fertility journeys. That's why Kenya went so hard on Tanya. But the people don't want to look at it that way. Because Kenya was looking at Tanya like, bitch, I thought we was kind of like building a friendship, talking outside of the show before I even got back on the show, and these are the stunts and shows that you pull? Okay, bitch, I got your number. That's why Kenya was upset. But the girls didn't want to see it that way. They just looked at it as though, oh, Kenya brought a cookie lady. Yes, she did bring a cookie lady. But she brought that cookie lady because, bitch, she felt like Tanya was coming for her. That's what that was about. I know I'm all over the place. I don't want to be too hard on MarLOW. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be too hard on MarLOW because, again, to me, the shit that she's saying, I'm just being honest with y'all, it's not really that bad. It's really not. It's really not. Because quiet as this kept, the truth of the matter is the shit that MarLOW said ain't no different than what Bravo said. The shit that MarLOW said ain't no different than what Mama Joy said. Bitch, to this day, I just watched the after show. Bravo, truly original. The editors, the producers, whatever, are still trying to act like Todd ain't got no fucking job. Y'all saw that thumbnail. So it's like, girl, we can get mad at MarLOW all day, but bitch, the producers, they on the same page as MarLOW, quiet as it's kept. Look at the thumbnail I put up. That came from last night's or tonight's after show. Hello? The only thing they put under Todd's name is New Jersey condo. That's it. That's it. The reason why, and this is, let's get into the back and forth between MarLOW and Kandi. Neither one of them drug each other. Kandi, to me, didn't drag MarLOW, and MarLOW didn't drag Kandi. Todd, in my honest opinion, didn't drag MarLOW, and MarLOW didn't drag Kandi. I think that some people want to discount the shit that MarLOW was saying because they felt like it was old tea. But the truth of the matter is, nobody has ever gotten into an argument with Kandi and threw that shit in her face, which some people will say is wrong. Like, ain't nobody ever told Kandi, bitch, you belittle your man. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of people in the comment sections been saying that shit for years as it pertains to Todd and Mama Joyce. Ain't nobody ever pulled Kandi's card like that. That's the truth, y'all. So when MarLOW was saying that shit, that's why Kandi started shaking and voice started trembling. Because ain't nobody ever pulled Kandi's card like that. That's the truth. And another truth is Mama Joyce was still talking shit about Todd in the Old Lady Gang series. So it's like, I don't think that Todd is broke. But we're going to have to call a thing a thing. It's not about Kandi belittling Todd. It's about how Mama Joyce belittles Todd. And y'all not gonna sit here and try to tell me otherwise. Cause the shit that Mama Joyce say to Todd, it be out of line. And y'all know it. I think now the people don't want to say it because the hate train for MarLOW has pulled in. But Mama Joyce stays disrespecting Todd. So while some people might not want to agree with the shit that MarLOW was saying, some of that shit that MarLOW was saying, MarLOW was on point. I'm sorry, y'all. I hate to be the one to say it, but I'm going to say it. Some of that shit that MarLOW was saying, MarLOW was on point. And again, nobody has ever went toe-to-toe like that with Kandi. So I think Kandi was kind of shook. MarLOW doesn't care about having a man. MarLOW cares about being comfortable in security. But MarLOW also knows that a lot of women care about having a man. So she then uses that to gut punch you. So even though MarLOW don't give a fuck about having no man, MarLOW don't care about having no husband, she knows that a lot of women care about having a man and having a husband. That's why she always does the go-to, which is kind of fucked up and it's kind of late, tired, and through. But the truth of the matter is, as tired and through as it is, if you really want to get under somebody's skin, especially women who put having a man on a pedestal, that's the quickest and easiest way to get a bitch up off of you. It really is. It's totally misogynistic, but it works. That's exactly what it is. As fucked up as it is, as tired and through as it is, mention a woman not having a man, especially a woman who puts having a man on a pedestal, and see how fast you rock her world. It don't work with girls. It don't work for women who don't put, like, if a woman don't give a fuck about having a man, you can tell her, oh, you ain't got no man. She gonna look at you like, girl, what the fuck is you? But tell a woman who cares about having a man, about not having a man, and see how fast bitch she starts shaking. So while again it's tired, late, and through, MarLOW know exactly what she doing. That's why that's always her go-to. But I think that's the thing, though. You might say that MarLOW can't keep a man, but the thing is, what makes you think she wants a man? You see what I'm saying? Like, you could say MarLOW ain't got no business talking on a man when she can't keep a man, but what makes you think MarLOW even wants a man? MarLOW wants money. MarLOW wants a sponsor. MarLOW wants comfort. That's what MarLOW wants. We ain't never heard MarLOW talk about having no man, wanting a man, needing a man. She don't necessarily need a man, she needs the money. And quiet as it's kept, she'll probably take that from a bitch if she could. MarLOW is all about the money. MarLOW is about the bag, not no man. That's exactly what it is. MarLOW don't give a fuck about no man. MarLOW wants the money. So even if you told MarLOW you ain't got no man, MarLOW not gonna care because MarLOW don't want no man. MarLOW want the money. But it's sad, right? Because this is also another truth. Because I feel like multiple things can exist at once. It's sad because Kandi has helped MarLOW. Now we don't know to what extent. We don't know what Kandi has done, but I think that Kandi has, this is what I've told myself, I don't know if this is true. I think that Kandi has pulled some strings behind the scene to make sure that MarLOW stayed on Bravo, probably even pulled some strings to say, you know, I think MarLOW will make a good peach holder. So I think Kandi is more hurt than anything, because it's like, bitch, I've done X, Y, and Z to help you, and look how you repay me, right? And I forgot about that show too. That show that they had at one point. Mm. I don't think Todd is broke, but girl, we gonna call a thing a thing. Todd hit the jackpot when he got with Kandi. I mean, girl, y'all can try to slice it and dice it any way you want to, but he hit the jackpot when he got with Kandi. He didn't. I mean, while yes, Kandi was already taking care of every motherfucker in the building prior to meeting Todd. I think people don't want to admit it because if it was the other way around, like if just think about it. If it was the other way around and you had a woman who didn't have as much as a man, nobody would make a big deal out of this woman getting with this man who has more than her. But when we flip it around and we talk about Kandi having more than Todd, people start having like a heart attack. How dare you? How dare you come for this man and say that he's broke? How dare you? Nobody's saying that he's broke, but we saying that bitch he wasn't in the position that he is in now until he got with Kandi, and that's just what it is. I guarantee you, Todd money in the account was not set up the same way it was until he got with Kandi Burruss. And that's not, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. But girl, we're not gonna sit here and try to act like, girl, that's not the situation. Because from what Mama Joyce done said, Mama Joyce done said it, Bravo done said it, quiet as it's kept, everybody else was saying it. Do I think that Todd needs Kandi money now? No. But don't forget just what 2 years ago. Don't forget just what was it, what 2 years ago? When Kandi told Todd to his face, don't act like you're more successful than me. What did she say? Y'all don't remember? Y'all don't remember Kandi telling Todd that? So y'all don't remember. Y'all don't remember Kandi telling Todd when they went to whatever building they were in and Kandi was getting on Todd's ass because basically Todd was just spending all this money and buying all these properties, and the properties were just sitting there. And then I guess Todd was trying to low-key check Kandi, and Kandi told Todd right on camera, don't act like you're more successful than me. See, y'all be forgetting about that shit. So again, it's not about taking up for MarLOW, but bitch, the shit that MarLOW was saying, the bitch just ain't pulling it out of her ass. Some of the shit MarLOW was saying was dumb as fuck. But some of that shit, MarLOW had reason to say what she said. Hello? Come on, y'all. I'm just saying, right is right and wrong is wrong. But now all of a sudden, Todd ain't broke. We ain't saying he broke. But according to Kandi, according to the producers, okay, according to Mama Joyce, they singing a different song. Thank you, Morgan. I forgot all about, girl. I don't know if I'm watching Love and Hip Hop. I don't know if I'm watching Love and Hip Hop. Oh, I almost put my legs in the air. I don't know if I'm watching Love and Hip Hop. Oh, now I will say this much. I will say this much. That reunion gonna be a hot ass mess. Who's sick, girl? I ain't sick. That reunion gonna be a hot ass mess. Oh, because I'm drinking this, baby. This is girl. Baby, this is alcohol. This ain't number straight up Crown Royal. Okay. You think MarLOW returning next season? I don't know, y'all, because I'm gonna be honest. Because I think that multiple things can exist at one time. I don't know. Listen to what I'm about to say. I don't know if it's that MarLOW isn't a good housewife or if MarLOW isn't doing a good job at carrying the show. Because the truth of the matter is, MarLOW is supposed to be the one that's carrying the show. She's doing a horrible job. And the reason why I say she's doing a horrible job is because the fights that she's having with the ladies, they don't make sense. And they're just coming out of any, it's like it's almost like, to me, I feel like what happened was, I feel like the producers told MarLOW, listen, bitch, we giving you a peach, you better bring it. And then Kenya had already probably let it be known, bitch, I'm done playing the villain, get a shit to somebody else. So who can we give this role to, right, that's going to basically carry the show? And I think they gave it to MarLOW. But MarLOW is doing a horrible job. Kenya was great at her job. Okay? MarLOW is doing a horrible job. I think MarLOW might come back. Somebody just said it. I think that MarLOW might come back as a peach holder. It just depends on the reunion. I think that if MarLOW holds her own at the reunion, I think she'll come back. But I just don't. I don't see Kandi. I don't see Kenya especially. I think they about to tear MarLOW to shreds. I really do. I know Kenya and and this is the thing. MarLOW ain't no reader. MarLOW ain't no reader. Kandi really not no reader, but Kandi can get with you when you need to. Because quiet as it's kept, Kandi had some moments. At that virtual reunion, remember the virtual reunion? Kandi had some moments at that reunion. I think that Kandi is going to basically, girl, it's going to be like a WWE tag team. And I think they're going to wear MarLOW ass. I think they are going to wear MarLOW ass out at that reunion. I wouldn't even put it past them to make the reunion 4 parts. They're going to wear MarLOW ass out. And MarLOW not, and we already know MarLOW can't keep up. So when you got Kenya coming for your ass, and we know Kenya, bitch, Kenya about to drag that bitch all around that goddamn room. Baby, Kenya about to drag that all around baby, and now you got Kandi. And quiet as it's kept, if you really want to be honest about it, Sheree deserves some of that dragging too. I hope they don't let Sheree go scot-free. I hope they don't let Sheree go scot-free. While MarLOW, I definitely believe that MarLOW deserves the most of it. Baby, they better give Sheree a little tug too, to let her know you on the wrong team. Cause Sheree ain't innocent. Hold up. Cousin went at the table. Todd told MarLOW nobody was rocking for her. She was nobody's friend. She brought her way. I think MarLOW's rich billionaire benefactor opened that door. Bravo door for MarLOW. That makes sense. That's what Todd meant. I think that makes sense to me now. I could see that. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Damn, I wish Todd would have kept talking. Because I wanted to hear what the fuck Todd had to say. Because I forgot all about Todd in production. Kandi is sensitive and MarLOW knows how to get to her. That's exactly what it is. But I also hope that MarLOW, you know how they say don't bite the hand that feeds you? MarLOW, I hope you're not biting the hand that feeds you. Because I can sit here from an entertainment point and say, okay, to me it made sense when MarLOW said this. It made sense when MarLOW said that. It made sense when MarLOW said this. But bitch, I ain't friends with Kandi. I don't know Kandi. Bitch, you know Kandi. And Kandi do favors for you. So I just hope MarLOW really, I don't know, girl. I'm hoping that either Kandi just gonna be like, I ain't worried about that bitch. See, because this is the thing, right? We also have to take into account too that this is a TV show, and we know that once the truth is exposed, it's like they stretch the truth for like to infinity, right? So it's like you have to kind of like, okay, girl, I get what they're doing, but it's also like, girl, now they're gonna like take it to they're gonna go overboard. I think that Kandi probably was shocked at hearing some of the shit that MarLOW was saying about her, though. I don't think Kandi has a problem with, if you want to pick a fight with me, pick a fight with me. But girl, if you're gonna pick a fight with me, especially if we supposed to be friends, bitch, let's make sure we don't go below the belt. I don't think MarLOW got that memo. That's why Kandi gonna fuck her ass up at that reunion with the help of Kenya. They're gonna work MarLOW ass out. Quiet as it's kept, I think they might work. I think Kenya gonna wear out MarLOW. I think she's gonna wear out Sanya a little bit. I think she's gonna wear out Sheree a little bit. I think that's what her focus. Her focus gonna be on MarLOW, a little bit of Sanya, and a little bit of Sheree. She ain't gonna give Sheree too much because she likes Sheree. But MarLOW, she gonna drag MarLOW first part, second part, third part. And bitch on the way home. Kandi gonna be right there beside her, dragging MarLOW first part, second part, third part on the way home on Kandi. Speak on it. Girl, she gonna be dragging MarLOW until next season starts. They dragging her. Oh, bitch, they gonna drag MarLOW. I think Kandi gonna have a little bit for Sheree. I think Kandi gonna have more for Sheree than Kenya. I think that on Kandi, her sights are set on MarLOW and Sheree. That's who her sights are set on. Among the other husband was funny. I would like to see Monyetta come back next season. I know, I will say this much. Monyetta does need to do a little bit more. She does. She does. But you know one thing, you know what I like about, you know who I think has done a great job at being a friend of a housewife is Cherie from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. To me, that's how you're supposed to be a friend of a housewife. You're really not supposed to really have no conflict with nobody, right? You're really supposed to just come in, hey, my name is so-and-so. You insert yourself when needed, right? But nothing too major. Kind of like when she called out Cal, like, hey, Cal, I think this is what Garcelle is saying when she says that you do whatever. She just needs you to be neutral. And then, girl, she stepped back out. But like Fatum, for example, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I don't really like the one and dones, but Fatum can go. Fatum do too much. Fatum do too much, y'all. Fatum do too much. And it's unnecessary. I think Mayetta just stay at home folding laundry. I think Mayetta could be a good friend or even a housewife. I think while Mayetta needs to step it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I could see her. I wouldn't mind if she came back next season. For me, I would rather you come in like Mayetta than you come in like Fatum. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather be able to see that there's potential there than you coming in and you just acting like a goddamn fool. Girl, Fatum can go. Like, Fatum just want to be on TV. Like, it's clear as day. And I think that Mayetta, let me just say this, okay? Not to say that the ladies are not classy. Not to say the ladies are not classy. But I think that Mayetta could bring a different level of class to the show. You know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm trying to say? And Mayetta could probably, like, I could see her being like the Cynthia, right? Like, bitch, I could get with you if I need to. But other than that, girl, I'm not really down for all of that, girl. I'm going to sit here with my legs crossed and look cute, you know? She's mild-mannered. I probably used the wrong word, not classy. She's mild-mannered. Y'all get what the fuck I'm trying to say. That's what I want to know. What does Mayetta, I don't know what Mayetta husband do. I do want them to, girl, yeah. I mean, girl, as quiet as it's kept, I don't think none of the shows are really like that no more. Because even on Beverly Hills, in real life, I ain't gonna say in real life, but ain't none of the girls really just showing money like that. Beverly Hills don't show money like that. I mean, girl, you okay, girl, they got their cute little house in California, you know. But girl, you don't never see them going out shopping. You don't never see them spending money. You don't never see them buy, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, okay, girl, Sutton bought a $5,000 ring. I feel like Diane could have been that girl who brought money to the show. I don't know, girl. I just feel like, girl, it ain't, at one point I just thought it was Atlanta, but it just ain't Atlanta. None of the girls don't be spending money like that on camera. For the most part, Housewives ain't what it was supposed to be. Now the girls just get on camera, fuss, fight, argue, read, and shade. I guess Beverly Hills lifestyle is her flex. Maybe so. I be wanting to see the girls go out, spend $10,000 on a t-shirt. I be wanting to see the girls go out, spend $3,000 on a pair of shoes. That's the shit I be wanting to see. But ain't none of them doing none of that shit. So it's kind of like, I guess, child. That is true, because Lisa Vanderpump, bitch, that bitch had a whole goddamn girl. I do remember that bitch house. I guess that is kind of true now that I think about it. Like somebody said, Beverly Hills, their flex is their lifestyle. So I guess when you see the houses, the cars, you know. But even with that being said, the only person that I remember just really having like an over-the-top house was Lisa Vanderpump. Everybody else's house, no tea, no shade, but like ain't nothing just spectacular about Kyle's house, or Sutton's, or Garcelle's, or Dorit's. The only person I remember just having an over-top, fabulous house was Lisa Vanderpump. I don't remember Yolanda, but I remember Lisa Vanderpump. Heather Dubrow, bitch. Bitch. That bitch got, now Heather Dubrow. Okay? I don't like Heather Dubrow, but I love the fact that Heather Dubrow is a rich. I love the fact that Heather Dubrow is a bitch and she rich. I do not like Heather Dubrow, y'all. I don't like Heather Dubrow. But I love her lifestyle though. And I think, I don't know, my mind works crazy sometimes. So the shit that I say sometimes don't make sense. Like, I don't know, I just like the fact that Heather is rich and she low-key a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like Heather Dubrow. But I feel like Heather Dubrow could be like, it's like the times that I have watched Orange County, I feel like Heather Dubrow could be good TV. She's very snobby. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, girl. La 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 la. Elitist to the ninth power, girl. In real life, I don't know how anybody could fool with Heather Dubrow. I don't. Cause she just, girl. Quadras just kept Perry as a mess too. Baby, I've been turning that Beyonce album to shreds, baby. Hell yeah, I'm still listening to it. There are some songs, you know, it's a good album. It's a good album, but I'm gonna be honest, you know, it's a couple of songs I'm going, like I'm That Girl. She could have left off I'm That Girl. She could have. Girl. It's cute, but it's like, okay, girl, she could have left that off. Cozy is cute. For me, somebody said this online too. For me, the album don't start until Alien Superstar. Virgo Groove is cute. I just kind of got into it the other day. Break My Soul is okay. I think what made me started liking Break My Soul was the transition from energy. Because it sound, her album sounds like one big song, which I love. And I think that was purposely done, of course, because I think it's supposed to be about dancing and having fun. So like when you in a club, you don't really hear spaces between songs. You see what I'm saying? It's like one big song in the club. So I think that was her whole point. I saw some people saying that they didn't like the transitions, but I think she did it that way because it's supposed to be about dancing and having fun and in the club. And when you think about it, again, when you go to like a club, they don't have breaks in between songs. It's like one long, you know what I'm saying? You know? Beyonce probably ain't stepped foot in the club, girl, since forever, child. Since Jay-Z opened up that club he had, what's it called? 4040, 2020? Rodney, my man just asked if I was watching my work husband. He low-key jealous. And until I get that ring, that's how he gonna stay. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I saw something about that earlier. I need to read about Donald Trump. I saw something about that earlier. I haven't looked into it yet, so I really can't speak about it. Oh, girl, I'm gonna have the P Valley up. I'm gonna have the P Valley review up. I am. I need to watch Married to Medicine. After I get off of here, I'm probably I ain't doing. I'm gonna try. I might do it. It depends on how I feel. I'm starting to sober up a little bit. Now I'm starting to sober up. Now I'm about to finish drinking. Okay. Child, I've been saying I'm getting a PO box for the longest. I'm gonna get one day. At this point, why do I leave comments? What you talking about, girl? Girl, I see your comments. Girl, what are you talking about? What's up, Rosetta, girl? I didn't see you, Miss Diaz. I'm about to go in a little bit. Girl, so quiet as this kept. So y'all know I was thinking about moving, right? I was talking to my brother and I was talking to my brother-in-law and my sister. And you know, I'm getting older. And I just want to move. I just want to move. I feel like I've built a relationship with my nieces to the point like they know who I am. That was always like when my sister started having babies. I never told nobody this. When my sister started having babies, I didn't want to. I wanted to move, but I was scared to move because I didn't want my nieces not to know who I was. So I was like, damn, I can't move no more. So that's really why I never just moved. And like, girl, every time I looked up, girl, my sister was pregnant. So I was like, what the fuck? But now I feel like my nieces know who I am, you know? So it's not like, girl, they won't be looking at me like, girl, who is this nigga? Girl, they know I'm Uncle Rodney. They know exactly who I am. You know what I'm saying? And so I was talking to my brother-in-law and my sister. And I really want to move somewhere like out of my comfort zone. Like I don't want to stay in Texas. And I've been looking around. And that's why I asked y'all that question about New York. Baby, as much shit as I have talked about New York City. Bitch, I know y'all like, bitch, don't bring your raggedy ass up here, baby, because as much as I done talked about y'all up there, baby, I thought about Washington, D.C. I did think about Washington, D.C. I did. I want to move somewhere where it's different seasons. I want to move somewhere where they got a winter, summer, spring, and fall, baby. But I thought about Atlanta. I thought about D.C. I thought about LA and I thought about New York. Basically like the major cities, right? But I'm thinking about New York. I've been looking at apartments. You know, I know apartments can go and come and go. That's why I asked that question. online about the rats because, girl, rent crazy everywhere, quiet as it's kept. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, like, even when I was looking at some of the apartments in New York, I was like, okay, it's not too bad. Some of the apartments, of course, are extremely expensive. But some of the apartments that I saw, and even I saw apartments with washers and dryers inside the apartment, right? You know, real cute. I was like, okay, that's not really too bad, you know, from what I'm paying now. I mean, it was more. It was more, but it wasn't to the point where, girl, like, I would just be like, you know, like, oh my God, what the fuck I'm gonna do? So I thought about New York. I thought about, you know, the DMV area. I thought about Atlanta, but I just don't want to do Atlanta. And I thought about California, LA. Come to Michigan. Come to Michigan, baby. The trade here, fine. And girl, what a P-Valley review. First, girl, I'm not into trade, so that's not a reason for, you know, I like butch queens, baby. I like butch queens and queens. Trade don't do nothing for me. But I'm gonna have a review up though. And so, you know, I thought about California, but girl, you know, I want to go somewhere where it's just like new for me. And for whatever reason, as much shit as I talked about New York, I don't know what it is about New York, but I feel like I realize why people kind of love New York, because every time I go, it's like I don't want to come back, but then it's like I'm ready to go home. The only thing that really bothers me is those rats. Those rats, that rat problem in New York. But I will say this much: wherever I moved to, it was only going to be temporarily. It wasn't going to be some place I'm moving to, like, to call my home. Like, the truth of the matter is, whenever it got to that point, when I was ready to, like, buy a house, if that day ever came, or buy me a condo, I'm more than likely gonna come back to Houston. So wherever I move to, that's what I'm telling myself. Wherever I move to, it will probably be for like 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years, just to kind of just like, oh, I moved, it was cute, now I'm back home. But I definitely thought about like DC, New York. Those are like my top two. But those rats, baby. I'm telling y'all, when me and my sister and my brother-in-law went to New York, we were walking to a bar. And we just walking. And baby, like 5 rats just like shot across the sidewalk right in front of us. Now, me and my sister, we like, girl, shaking, about to fall on the concrete. I've never been to New York and not seen rats. It's weird as fuck. We don't have rats like that in Texas, in Houston. I can honestly say, girl, as long as I've been in Houston, Texas, I've probably seen 10 rats. And I've been in Houston since 2001. Now, roaches can be bad down here. You see possums sometimes, right? So roaches can be bad sometimes here in Texas or here in Houston. But we really don't have no rat problem like that. I can tell you the last rat I seen was when I first moved over here to my apartment complex. I was walking outside and I saw a rat running beside the building across from mine. And that was way last year. That's the last time I seen a rat. But every time I go to New York, I see rats all the time. I've never been to New York and not seen rats. Girl. Either I see them down in the subway, Either I see them on the streets. That's really that's where I've really seen them the most. The subway and the streets. And that's the only thing that freaks me out. And you know what freaks me out even more than that? It's y'all motherfuckers who live in New York who act like it ain't no big deal. Girl, y'all just be walking like it ain't nothing. Girl, and I be trying to act like I'm like cool, calm, and collected, but on the inside, bitch, I'm really queening out. On the inside, I really want to holler and scream and cry. But I see these rats, and girl, I know y'all hoes see these rats too. And girl, y'all just keep walking like it ain't nothing. Girl, I'm over here sweating, about to pass out, have a heart attack. I'm trying to understand what the fuck these 5 big ass cats. Where the fuck these 5 big ass cheetahs? Okay? Girl, where the fuck did they come from? And why the fuck y'all ain't hollering and screaming? Okay. Girl. So that's the only problem. New York is very, 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 very expensive, right? I know that, if I moved there, I would have to cut back a lot. Like as far as like all that going, like going out to eat. I don't know, like me going, girl, I'm not really the cooker. I really don't cook like that. I like to go out to eat. I'm single, I ain't got no kids. That's what I do for me. I know if you got a family and kids and all that, you probably can't do that. But girl, that's, thank you, Rosie. That's for me. I'm really, I'm a single man. So I don't really do the whole grocery stores. I try to keep food in my, that's my problem. That's probably why I'm big. That's probably why I'm getting big. But, I know that some stuff would have to change if I moved to New York because my rent would definitely increase. But I just like New York. I do. I think it's a vibe. I feel like not to sound all deep and all of that, but I almost feel like when I go to New York, I feel like I'm like myself. I don't know if it's because I feel like don't nobody know me and I'm just free to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's what it is. But I feel like, thank you all things with Shauna. Thank you. I don't know if that's what it is, because I'm somewhere in the biggest city in the country, and I feel like, I don't know nobody in New York. You don't know nobody in New York, yeah. I don't know what it is, but it's just like when I go, mind your business and the rats will mind theirs. Okay? Thank you, J Jersey girl. But I don't know what it is. And I think it's the energy. I really do. Like I completely understand now why people love New York. I could see, like, every city has its pros and cons, but I could see why people dig New York. And like when I go to Harlem, y'all, I really like, whenever I go to Harlem, it almost feels like, I don't know. It's weird. It's a very weird thing that I really can't explain. But like when I'm in Harlem, I just feel like, I just feel black as fuck. I do. And I know people say that Harlem is not as black as it used to be or something like that. Cousin check with the Baddie Twins on YouTube about living in New York. They moved from New York to hot Atlanta. Ooh, child. I just feel it. Yes, Harlem feels like home. It feels very black and Afrocentric. Like I feel like I'm gonna move down there girl, and start wearing dashikis and shit, and girl, hair wraps and all types of beads and shit around my neck. Girl, that's how I feel, bitch. Bitch, I'm gonna have all motherfucking types of goddamn girl, okay? Yes. But I just like New York is dirty, crowded, rat infested. Oh God, hold up. Hold up. New York is dirty, crowded, rat infested, diverse, fast. Oh shit, hold up. Cancel. Fast, crazy, expensive, wonderful, crazy, cool, cutthroat, united, artsy, innovative. I love it. Okay? And I believe everything you said. But yeah, I just, New York is cool. I think DC. I will say this much: the first time I ever went somewhere, and I felt like this is where I need to move was DC. I didn't feel that way about New York. When I went to DC, I was like, okay, this is where I need to be. Atlanta is cool, but I just feel like I feel like Atlanta is a place. I don't know. I feel like that will still be in my comfort zone. I feel like if I went to New York, DC, that would be something outside of like me being comfortable. Like, girl, I'm really in New York, bitch. By my goddamn self, I don't know nobody up here. I did think about, because the truth of the matter is I'm really not like, as much as I like to run my goddamn mouth, I really don't have like a lot of friends like that. That's the only thing I worried about is like wherever I do move to, like I don't want to like, not to sound all like sad and stuff, but I just don't want to start feeling like lonely. Like at least here I have my friends, I got my sister, I got my nieces, you know what I'm saying? But like if I move to New York, bitch, I don't know nobody. Girl, what I'm gonna do? Just sit in my house and look at the walls? I mean, and then I'm not the type of person where like I can go out and just meet people. Like I mind my fucking business. Like I go out to a bar, but girl, I'm not talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that type of girl. If you ever see me out, more than likely, and I'm by myself, you're not gonna see me talking to nobody. I'm gonna be having my drink, sitting down, watching the people, watching a drag show. I might do a quick 1-2, but girl, I'm minding my business. So yeah. And then it's like, bitch, if everybody else can live in New York and make it, bitch, I can live in New York and make it too. Because everybody talk about how expensive it is, but y'all asses ain't moving. Okay? So if y'all asses can stay in New York and make it, then bitch, I can stay in New York and make it too. I might have to start selling a little dick. Oh, child! I might have to start an OnlyFans page and cover my face up with a motherfucking hoodie. But bitch, I'm gonna make it do what it do. Everybody else making it work. Hell, I can make it work too. Okay? It's expensive. Well, shit, you still down. It ain't too expensive. Your ass ain't moved nowhere. I was talking to this one guy. He was born and raised in the Bronx. And he was telling me, I actually was talking to him the other day, and he don't live in New York. He moved. But he was telling me that I would enjoy it. It was expensive, of course. But keep in mind that New York got shut down during the pandemic, and with that, you never know. That's another thing too. Like every time some shit happen, New York be at the top of the motherfucking list. But it's also, I understand, but y'all are also the biggest city in the country. So it would make sense that when shit happens, it's gonna probably happen. I mean, not necessarily, But, it's going to happen probably in the biggest city in the country. I mean, look how many motherfuckers live up there, I love the fact that it's a winter time. I know some people say it gets extremely, extremely cold. But bitch, in Texas, it gets extremely, extremely hot. Okay? I'd rather deal with the cold any day before heat. I'm not. As long as I've been in fucking Houston, you would think that I would have, be used to the heat. It be hot as fuck down here, y'all. Y'all don't even fucking understand. The people who live in Houston know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because we got heat and we got humidity, okay? Wait, I can't wait till your first blizzard and you have to walk in the train station in your church shoes. Okay? Pissed, slipping and sliding, crying. I started crying in a heartbeat. Ready to move back home. Talk about this shit is for the birds. I'm gone. Bitch, where you going back to Houston? These hoes got me fucked up. Bitch, that snow was up to my motherfucking ankle. Girl, my kneecaps. Bitch, I was slipping and sliding, clothes all wet, done fucked up my coat. Bitch, I'm going back home. Bitch, okay? But yeah, that's why I asked y'all about New York because, my brother-in-law was like, he think I should move to New York. He was like, you need to move. And, I was talking to one of my friends, and even he was like, moving is not that big of a deal. Like, he was like, you single, you ain't got no kids, you ain't, you ain't in no relationship. Like, it's just a lease. That's exactly what he told me. He said, it's just a lease. He was like, so even if you move and you don't like it, you can move your ass back. He was like, it's not that big of a deal. I was like, I guess that is kind of true in a way. It's just a lease. That's exactly what he told me. It's just a lease. And if you don't like it, when the lease is up, move your ass back to Houston. I said, that's so true. So, I don't know, but, I'm really ready to go. I'm ready to go. It's time. I just want to do something different. Just be somewhere different. And be somewhere where I feel like I can probably even be more true to who I really am. You know what I'm saying? Dallas is cool, but if I move, I want to move. Come to Oakland. I got some friends who live in Oakland. They don't like it. They say it's too many white people. That's what they told me. They said so many white people. They said so many white people in Oakland. As far as like the gay scene, I guess they say it's really not like They said it's really not like a black gay scene in Oakland. But I heard there wasn't no black gay scene in LA either. Like I heard LA was really like Hispanics and like whites. See, I can't go nowhere with a whole bunch of white people. I love white people to pieces, girl. I love my Hispanics to pieces, but I need some niggas somewhere. I need some niggas somewhere, okay? I think I would love DC. DC was it would be out of DC and New York. That's the only thing I was also worried about too. Was like, how would I get my shit? Cause, girl, some of this shit I can get. The only thing that I would really want to take is my bed. Cause my bed is brand new. And yeah, I'm keeping my bed. Everything else, I can pretty much just give away. But I'm gonna figure it out. What's up, Carlos? I was actually gonna ask you one day about DC. DC is a vibe to me. I just want to move somewhere where it's like I said, I want to move somewhere where it's a winter, a spring, a summer, and a fall. I'm so fucking sick and tired of this weather. That's another thing. I never realized until recently how like weather can drive a person out of a city. Oh, what's up, y'all? DC is your vibe. Get an Airbnb for a month and go get the vibes. I promise that's your something ground. I feel like DC is where I feel like that's probably why I can see myself ending up in DC. I probably won't come to Atlanta. Watch I end up in Atlanta. But yeah, my goal is to really sit back and like, I just need to, just get it together. Not even get it together. I mean, what's together is what's gonna be together. What's together? It's already gonna be together, girl. But my lease is up in November, so either it's gonna be November or either I was thinking about signing a 6-month lease if I needed more time. But I also feel like when people do stuff like that, they just like prolonging it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, bitch, if you're going to move, just move. Because the truth of the matter is, I really don't have nothing holding me back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, girl, my nieces, but my niece, like I said, my nieces are at an age now where they know who I am. Bailey, she's only 1, but she knows me. Tatum, she's 7, she knows me. Sloan is 5, she knows me. So I'm good now. The girls know who I am. They know Uncle Rodney. Girl, it's time for me to go. Okay? Bailey know my face. She always come to me. She always sleep on my chest. Right? That's my little Bailey Whaley. So Bailey, she always laying on me. So she know me now. So we good. So yeah. I'm looking to move. Ah! My friends were just in Canada the other day. What did y'all have down there? What was it? Carnival? Is that how you say it? My friends were down there. They loved it. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. Let me get off of here. I'm gone. I just wanted to come on here and run my mouth for a quick second. Let me finish this drink. All right, I'm gone, y'all. We're going live tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. All right. And girl, I heard Canada they had a good time, child. They had a good time. Girl, everybody was naked. I said, I can't go. Girl, I gotta get my body together, honey. The girls be out there naked and shit. Girl, I said, I can't make it. I can't make that trip. Girl, I can't be out there. Girl, I'm not comfortable yet. Girl, I need to lose some weight, do a couple of sit-ups, baby. The girls be naked, okay? Anyways, child. All right. Okay, it's the heavenly juice. It's the heavenly juice for me. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time so we can run our mouths. All right. Bye, y'all.